We're live. No one's watching. That's fine. Posted places. Hello, Shamira. Currently posting this everywhere, like normal. I'm doing well. Hopefully, you're doing well as well. Just getting through things, posting stuff on Schoology. I'm about to post. We talked about it yesterday, doing a Win Wednesday. I'm going to post that on Schoology right now as well in a second. All right, posted. Awesome. Excellent. Yep, it is Wednesday of this week. Seems like this week's going faster than last week, considering last week seemed like it lasted forever. Are you talking about the actual College Board AP review session? I would probably watch that, to be honest. Don't know if it's great. Ignore the calls from Norfolk. They're worthless, probably. Who knows who's going on in Norfolk? No, you shouldn't. They'll leave a message if it's important. Never answer a number unless you know it. They leave a message. All right, all right. But yeah, ignore all weirdo random messages unless you need them. Just looking at email, seeing if there's anything new for you guys. going on. There is, like I said yesterday, not lots that we know. Hello, Selena. Not lots that we know so far with actual learning going on. By that, I mean, I don't know what's going on the rest of school year yet. Don't have official numbers, dates, etc., all this kinds of stuff. Don't know what school is going to look like yet. I've made conjectures, guesses, all of that stuff. Don't know the full 100% answer, though. Just keep on working on your stuff, doing the assignments from the continuity of learning right now. Do things that will help build your learning, like the Passion Project. I've noticed quite a few people actually didn't submit it now. Looking through, because I saw a couple people submit their week 2 reflection and didn't click submit on week 1. Click submit on stuff, guys. It's not hard. You just click submit. Bam. There you go. You gotta get it done. Get things happening, because pretty much most of this stuff for continuity learning, if they do go to full on school, is going to roll over. So it's stuff that you have to do. Like how I just messaged one of the wrestlers, not going to do my work, huh? Alright, that's fine. Change it. We are close enough into it that it's not a big deal if you change it at this point. Depends on the teacher, Selena. Mine 100% is going to be a grade if it's allowed to be a grade at that point. This passion project I think is a good thing. We'll have other assignments too to figure things out, but I would like this to be a Genius Hour grade as well. Because it is a pretty much, I think it's a good assignment. I think the passion project, finding something that you like doing and using your skills to learn about it. You could be taking notes on this. You could be building organizational systems for it. You could be doing all this stuff for it. It's a good assignment. It's a fun assignment. You're doing something you're passionate about and learning about it. Can't be more excited than that. So no clue for some classes. I don't know what every class looks like. We are currently supposed to be looking at who has not done our assignments yet, though, to see about internet access and all those kinds of stuff. So you gotta get it done. So Zach, that's bad. That is not a good thing. That you haven't done anything for school at all. Again, if you're working at that same Kroger, we talked about Captain George burnouts. I know Kroger burnouts too. Don't worry, Zach. There's other things you can be doing besides working that. You got to think about your future, what you want to do. Good. Go see what that English thing's about. That's a perfect idea. Yeah, that's how school works, Zach. You got to keep doing weeks and weeks of stuff. You can't just do a week of school and then not. No, Mikhail, you will not be in the same grade. You will not be a ninth grader again. Due to the whole fact you had 3/4 of your ninth grade year done already. So, yeah, you will not be a ninth grader again. Don't worry about that. You will not stay in the same grade. You will move on to the next grade level. You will be fine. We'll figure things out. Things we figured out. It just won't be the same. online learning will be a thing. You will have online classes. You will keep going through stuff and learning stuff and moving forwards, and you will not be in the same grade next year. You will be a 10th grader at the start of next year, or a 11th or a 12th grader, whatever grade you are going to be in. For some of you guys, they'll not just stop you. Therefore, you do have to keep doing work, Mikkel. Uh, so, like this, like A, we don't know exactly what the rest of the continuity of learning is a thing to keep you basically. We weren't supposed to do like new learning stuff. It's such a review and continuation of what we had been doing when we left. That's not going to be probably, if I had to guess, we don't have full answers yet, but if I had to guess, we're going to be allowed to do new learning. We're going to be allowed to do all stuff. You're going to have school, buddy. You can't just stop doing work. If you stop doing work at this point, you'll still get an E for the fourth 9 weeks. Don't know what you get for the third 9 weeks, but you failed the fourth 9 weeks. So keep doing work. It's that simple. Keep doing your work. Especially stuff that, like my passion project, it's a fun assignment. Do it. Learn things, grow on things, work to get better. Yeah, I mean, for the last 3 months back, lots of people enjoy school for the social emotional learning, the people, the interactions, the friends, all this stuff. So losing it wasn't the most fun thing in the world, no matter what. That might be like the online classes for VLD classes might be going through, but they have not told us anything specific yet. We have not, like, that might be roots to Timlin and what they want to do, but they have not told any other teacher pretty much, or most teachers have not been told almost anything yet. We do have a staff meeting on Zoom at 2 p.m. today, so we'll be able to talk more about it then. But besides that, we don't really 100% know what it's going to look like, but prepare for like we're doing virtual learning. It's that simple. That's how it's going to be. We're just going to be doing that. There's not going to be just, all right, exactly, fourth 9 weeks will be great. There's not going to be just all right, well, no more school, buddy. That's not going to happen. From Barnyard Dog and from my speculation as well, fourth 9 weeks will be graded. You will be doing stuff or you will fail. Exactly. School, that's another part that this sucks about. And why at first we start with continuity of learning is because some kids don't have the best environment at home to work and get things done and to grow and prosper. So school was for them. And now, unfortunately, school won't be there for them for the rest of the year because we are not allowed to go to it. So we're still going to have to learn and grow and work through that and figure things out and keep doing things. Uh, so for this silliest question, I think it's just a pass or fail thing. I don't think so. I don't know. It's possible. I could see them doing that, but I haven't been told yes or no about that. Mikkel, I do not predict that you will have to work in the summer unless you want to, unless you want to take summer school. I right now my prediction is no. Like we'll pretty much be out during normal time period. I have no idea what final exams or stuff like that. The end of the year stuff is still super up in the air, considering I was far away before. I don't know if you were to have final exams. Obviously, we do not have SOL tests this year. That is not a thing. AP tests are now basically 45-minute free response question tests that you can take anywhere. I don't know tons of this stuff besides that, but I do not predict you will have summer school. I don't think it'll be a thing. I think you will also still, excuse me, weirdly enough, you will have spring break, I would suspect, as well, where you're kind of just, I guess, not having stuff assigned to you digitally. So, Janae, with your I don't know what to do with the passion project, we're literally, the answer is whatever you want. You got to start. That's one of the biggest problems I see lots of kids having. They have to figure out what their interests are. Do you like fashion? Do you like cooking? Do you like music? Do you like lots of stuff? We've had so many things from cooking, guitar, drawing. Some are researching pandemics. Some are researching civilizations. Some are doing ukulele. We have yoga. We have what was one? Lots of them. So you can do literally anything you want to do. That is what is happening. Anything you want. You have to search in yourself. I can't tell you what you like doing, Janae. You gotta figure that out. Maybe it's drawing. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's cooking. I think your sister did cooking. Figure it out. So yeah, Mikkel, we're supposed to post one assignment per week during this continuity of learning thing. That's why I posted the passion project for the first part, and then we have a passion project reflection for the second part. Don't know if that will go to one assignment per block starting soon or not. No clue. Could. No. If graduation ceremony is in August, does that mean we won't graduate until August? No. I mean, you, for all intents and purposes, like theoretically, Willie would know if you were a graduate by, if we had school, the Monday or Tuesday, I think Tuesday at noon. Usually we know who graduates and not by, I don't know why I'm looking at a calendar here, just looking at the date for what June was. We'd have known by the 9th at noon whether or not you graduate. So that's not a big deal. Your graduate's pretty much on June 12th no matter what. Oh, I mean, unless you fail out. Don't do that, please. So don't fail out, and you'll know by June 12th. Well, you would also know by June 12th if you failed out, because then you wouldn't be a graduate because you failed out. But yeah. The due date, it was on there, Janae. I wanted the first part of the passion project done by last Friday, and the reflection due this week. The whole thing with the passion project is that it's going to take you a while to learn these skills. There is no definite due date yet because I'm figuring out what they're going to let me do. It's going to take you pretty much, at least, I'm going to have probably at least a month of reflections before you have to turn in your showing of mastery right now. So it probably won't be till after spring break that the actual showing of mastery is due anyways. So that is that, to be honest. We will also have to figure other things out for the class. Like, I don't think we can do... I've seen examples of digital tutorials, but I don't like them. Digital binder checks could be your Google Drive, stuff like that. So we can figure tons of things out there, but for the passion project, the answer is the due date is not 100% set yet for the mastery. There will be at least a month of reflections and you working on it, because all the skills you guys chose for the most part aren't going to be 2-week things. They're going to be long, long things that take you a while to learn. And that's the point of it. You're using this to help schedule some time to learn things, to work on skills that you want to learn. That's the good thing. Good, Angelina, for showing the reflection. For Selena, everyone's going to have a new appreciation when we come back. Sure do hope so. Personally, kind of doubt it with stuff like that. But we'll see. We will Because I mean, we're technically they're not going to come back until A. So Angelina can't relate because she's a senior, but we're not coming back until September, whenever the first day of school is next year. Is the next time we come back to school as a whole group, theoretically. I want to say, let's look up on VPCPS's website. I don't like that it smells like fire in my house. It's probably not good. Our first day of school is the 8th of September. So that's the next time everyone's going to be back together, the 8th of September. So we'll see what happens between now and then, and hopefully this teaches people lots of gratitude for the things around them, the things outside, the things they are not supposed to be doing right now, even though lots of people are not practicing proper social distancing. And they'll be the ones that cause us to go longer and longer and longer and longer. You should be really practicing pretty serious social distancing. Honestly, if you don't have to go outside to get groceries, you should be in your house. You should be away from others. Unless you are an essential employee, you shouldn't be out. It's that simple. That's the fastest way to get rid of this. Don't know what to tell you. So we'll see. But yeah, September 9th is so far away, correct. But yeah, so right now I don't have any full answers for school. Besides, I can almost guarantee things will be great in the fourth 9 weeks. You will have online learning. You will not just have a 6, 5, whatever month summer. It is getting. There are lots and lots more diagnosed cases, but the ultimate goal, like, I mean, they're also just testing more people right now. Testing more people is the important part of it, because if you're tested and you know it, you are positive, you can self isolate yourself. That's kind of why South Korea has been doing so well with it, is because they instantly started testing everybody. And then once they tested everybody, they could isolate those who were found to be positive for COVID-19 and stop the spread of it. So that's why South Korea was doing so well with it, because they basically isolated everyone. They also don't have a culture of I do what I want like we do in America, and so many people try to say. So they don't have a culture of idiots going outside and saying, no, it's not a real thing, it's just a flu. I can do what I want to. So it might be harder to enforce that in America, but that's how they did it in South Korea. That's how they stopped the spread so fast. China's also now saying that they have almost no reported cases of it, day by day, new cases of it. But in China, they can also, stop people like they are a dictatorship government. They can stop people from doing stuff completely. It's that simple. You have 391 cases in Virginia, up from 290 yesterday. 9 deaths in Virginia. That sounds about right for what it is. I think we had, when I checked it yesterday around, I want to say it was right around 7 p.m., there were 50,000 cases in the United States. right now. Let's look at the site. Maybe it was way earlier than that. Nope. Oh, because I'm looking at not at my text. Smart. That Russia released lions thing is a meme, Jojo. That's not real. Russia did not release lions into their street. The United States has gained about 4,000 cases today. It looks like about 3,000 to 4,000 cases. Parts of Asia are China has 0.05% increase. Iran has not dealt with this well. They have a lot of people there. Jojo, just because you want things to be real does not necessarily make them real. Just FYI. Just like how you wanted that sweep to work doesn't mean it works. South Korea has shown no growth for it. Or at least has reported no growth for it. Malaysia's up 10%, which is there. Japan shows no growth yet, but they also might not be testing. Philippines 15% growth, Singapore 13%. India completely shut down like you're supposed to do. India to be completely honest, India with how close they are to China and with how many people they have, 606 cases is incredible. They're going up. India's dealing with it very well. Or, unfortunately, also, I know India's poverty rate's pretty high. They might not be testing because they don't have tests. Hope it's the first thing. Hong Kong's up 5%, which is real funny to me that China's saying they have no cases but still claim Hong Kong as part of China. Taiwan, same thing, up 10%. When China wants Hong Kong and Taiwan to be part of China, it's part of China, but apparently when they have positive COVID cases, they're not part of China. Weird how that works, China. But yeah, positive cases will go up with testing 100%. That's part of it. When you get more tests, you can test more people. It was predicted that way more people in the United States were going to have it than even what was released because people aren't getting tested for it. Like even me, if I got sick right now with it, under the protocol, I'm not supposed to get tested unless I'm literally having like double pneumonia. Because if I just have this stuff, unless I'm like a bad case, a severe case, I'm supposed to just self-isolate because I'm a young, healthy male who, as far as I know, has not been in any contact with anybody who has a confirmed COVID case. So I'm supposed to just self-isolate and hang out for 2 weeks and be sick. And that's what lots of people like. I don't know if any of you guys watch Binging for Babish. Lots of you guys have cooking as your thing. I watch Binging for Babish. He has Andrew Ray, the YouTube star dude, has COVID, and he was told to just self-isolate. India is a great place to visit, Angelina, from what I understand, depending on where you go. Love Indian food. Phenomenal food. Great culture. Great sights. You can see the Taj Mahal, all those kinds of fun stuff. India is a great place to go. But yeah, cool. Let's see if there's any more updates besides nope, just me streaming on YouTube. So last email we've gotten. Miss Hodges liked my tweet about being live. Miss Hodges is watching. What's up, Miss Hodges? So any more questions, comments, concerns? My cousin went to India for work. Cool. Hello, Janae. Nice little pop in, always saying hi. Let's look at passion projects, see if anything cool has happened. I got quite a few submissions for week 2. Remember, click submit for week 1. Come on, guys. I'm gonna click on in progress to look and see if I can see any new ones. There's some of you guys that definitely opened this and not click submit. Oh, killing me. Like you, Janae. Open and not click submit. Or done stuff. Gotta do your stuff, guys. It's that simple. Welcome to the future of the next April, May, June. 3 months. You got school still. You gotta do stuff online. You don't do it online, it's just like in class. You don't do well. So make sure you're getting your work done. Texting Mr. Matthew Brown again. Talking about his how you can't use Zoom as well on a Chromebook. Correct. The first part of the passion project was due last Friday. The proposal for it was due last Friday. There's going to be a weekly reflection for about the next month or so, and then a probably final thing will be due by the end of April, where you have to show me the mastery you gained in a month. So yeah, that's why when the due date said Friday the 20th, that was Friday, right? Yeah, Friday the 20th on there. That's why it said that, because it was a due date. Obviously, like with this too, you can start it later. Like you're not SOL right now because if you didn't turn the passion project in yet, because well, you can still work on stuff. You still can learn things, work on things, grow, learn, find stuff, work on it, and then keep going. It was due the first week so that I had time to basically tell you, no, this was a bad idea, don't do this. But it's not a thing you can probably just learn at the end. You can't just learn mastery within a week. So find out now what you're going to do and then submit it so I can tell you. Your teacher projects, I don't know yet, to be honest, Janae. I gotta be honest there. For the teacher interview projects the 10th graders are doing, it is in the Schoology page. It says work on it, finish it. Due date. I gotta get more clarification for it. Theoretically, it was, like, since it was assigned beforehand, it was due the 19th, but I'm not going to be, like, some people wanted to do digital things. I'm not 100% sure. Keep working on it, work to finish it. Turn it in if it's done. It will probably be due by spring break. To answer Selena's question, I still do SO review even though we don't have SOLs. I don't know. If the teacher assigned you SOL review, for your stuff over the continuous learning, they probably assigned it before they knew there were no SOLs, to be 100% honest. So they will probably change that too. But they're also like, you got to understand. Lots of teachers also are like, "What are we doing?" A little bit. Some teachers are not super computer literate. I mean, so they don't necessarily know exactly what school will look like yet for them and what they will assign. So right now, with the continuity of learning, just deal with it. Though, Selena, looks like a certain someone has not opened the Passion Project page yet. I wonder who. Just thinking about it. Wonder who hasn't opened their stuff yet. Weird how that works. So apparently someone just found out, my friend just found out that Chris Gaines and Garth Brooks are the same person. Welcome to the year 1997. God. So yeah, do your passion projects, learn things, work on them. We don't know fully what school is gonna look like yet. TBH. Uh, things will change, things will grow, things will learn. We'll figure things out together, and about kind of what stuff looks like. I'll have more information as it's presented to me. But just do your stuff. Passion project will still be a project. Teacher interview will be due at some point for 10th graders. It was not Matt Brown. I will tell you who it is, Barnyard Dog. It was not Matt Brown. Matt Brown is not it, though. Sending you a little text message, Barnyard Dog. I really don't like that it smells like smoke in my house right now, to be honest. That's not good. I'm really hoping someone upstairs is cooking. So what have I been doing for my passion project? Again, I've been reading a lot more than I have been in the past. That's one of my main things. I know it's not necessarily a skill. Well, I guess it is a skill to work on, but I've been reading more so. One thing I need to do is my biggest problem recently is, if you guys don't know, I have acid reflux GERD, which is basically, when like acid comes up. It gets made worse when you sit down for long times or lay down for long times. And since we've been at home, whereas in a classroom, I walk around like a crazy person and like spastic at all times, I am sitting down in this chair most of the day or on my couch most of the day. So I have to find a way to be more active, more moving. So one thing I want to do is basically find a routine I can do inside that will make it so that I'm not having acid reflux all the time. I also have to focus more on my diet, to be honest with that. so that it's not as bad. But that's the things I need to work on. I'm joking that I'm gonna have Neil is doing calisthenics specifically for soccer, so I'm gonna have to have him send me stuff. Send him his passion project early so that I can do calisthenics. Looking up Barnyard Dogs quote, his stock tip Chipotle. Chipotle stock is surging right now. They're at 667. They were at the highest point this year. They were 933. Lowest point was literally 465 on Wednesday. Oof. Wednesday the 18th, they were at 465. Chipotle's not a bad buy. I don't know. I'd wait. I'm waiting out right now to buy anything else. I'm waiting for the quarter to be released because things aren't great. Yeah, I do walk a lot in close school, and now I'm not walking at all. I also realized I wasn't drinking any water, so I'm drinking water. So I guess my passion project so far is to not be the most unhealthy person I can possibly be. Read, exercise, and drink water is key. I'm just such a fan of my setup. It's such a good setup. You gotta admit that. It's a great setup right here. Late night host style. Alright, do we have any questions, comments, concerns, queries, anything like that? We did actually start on time today, right at 12 o'clock, where I've been starting at around 12:10 recently. So, I don't know. Keep doing your passion projects, keep working, keep learning things. We will have school going on pretty much. We will have stuff happening sooner than later. Just getting lots of messages, making sure to respond. We're all, like I said, we're all flummoxed, whatever you want to call it, by this too. So we're still learning on what exactly school is going to look like for the last 9 weeks, and we'll figure it out, and we'll make sure that you guys understand it. We'll make sure that you guys know what's going on as well, so that we're not all lost and scared in the woods or anything like that. Conditioning, JoJo, right now, my best suggestion for you is to go and do as many calisthenic workouts as you can. Doing things like burpees, squat jumps, mountain climbers, Spider-Man push-ups, whatever you want to do. Learn about that stuff and do them, because no school in Virginia is allowed to wrestle until the end of the year. No one's allowed to do wrestling conditioning in the state of Virginia right now. Pretty much, unless, like, really no one is actually. But all schools, like students, are not allowed to be on school grounds. You cannot do wrestling conditioning for the rest of the year, pretty much, or any kind of full or any sport conditioning really for the rest of the year until June at least for schools. There are some like wrestling clubs, but I've even looked at their thing. They're theoretically closing down. Some might do one-on-one stuff, but I don't know if that's worth it right now. I would say it's not worth it right now, to be honest, because of social distancing. You should be more worried about that than, wrestling. But yeah, that is a thing that we'll know much, 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 much. No, I mean not that much, but a lot later. We'll probably know that closer to June. Right now, just work out. Do stuff. I know, like, Diego Bispo is, as far as I know, still closed. I think so. Yeah, he's doing, has not posted in a while, but yeah, they're closed until March 22nd. Doesn't say anything after that, but I'm assuming they're still closed. Yeah, exactly. Online training from Diego Bispo. That's what I was talking about, their challenge thing. Cool. Any other questions, comments, concerns, queries, etc.? If not, I'm probably going to sign off a little early today because we're not booming, rocking. We got lots of stuff and we're done with questions. I'm not going to keep talking for 10 minutes for my own good. Now that's a bad thing. Hopefully I answered lots of questions today. You figured things out, you understand things, and we're not doing too much. But yeah, keep doing your passion projects. Keep doing your continuity learning work. We'll figure out what school looks like. We'll talk about it. We'll get through it. We'll figure things out later. You keep being safe. Keep being kind to others. Keep social distancing. And keep on rocking the free world. Alright, any other questions, comments, concerns? If not, I'm going to probably sign off a little early today. Give you guys a few seconds to get them in there. If not, I'm going to be gone.